Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. I want to go back to the story that I shared in the other video of the JW that was murdered in her home by another Jehovah's Witness. I shared the video of her daughter talking about it, which is also in the article. You can read the article and watch the video again if you want to. But I want to share the video that came up on my timeline of a Ring camera of the day that it happened. This tweet says, "He is a Jehovah's Witness. I knew his wife and her family when I was in the religion. My ex knew them and the victim. All of them Jehovah's Witnesses. No surprises that his wife is standing by him. Vile, disgusting creature." I am in disbelief. When I saw this tweet, I said, nah, I'm going to have to go back and I'm going to have to show this new video that I just saw and talk about this story again, because this is exactly how I felt when it happened to my uncle, when he was arrested for trying to meet up with a minor and then he had to register as a sex offender. His wife stood by him. Oh my God, it's just disgusting. Anyways, I want to show you this. A killer builder who battered his client in her home with his hammer after she criticized his shoddy work has been locked up for life. Having completed his work for the day, Norgrove began tidying up shortly before 2 p.m. Several minutes later, Norgrove puts a pair of gloves on after working for almost 4.5 hours. Why is he putting on gloves? Just after 2 p.m., Norgrove enters Sharon's house via the back door, closing it behind him. After 19 minutes, Norgrove exits the house clutching what appears to be a bag and carrying it onto the drive. Peter killed Sharon Gordon over an argument about her extension. He will serve at least 15 years before being eligible for parole. It's not only the fact that he murdered her, it's the level of trust that she had, bringing this man into her surroundings, into her home, hiring this guy. Jehovah's Witnesses only hire each other. We work for each other, we hire each other, we marry each other only. We only hang out with each other. We only go to each other's parties. We only go to school together. When you need to find somebody to do a job for you or whatever you may need, you look within your Jehovah's Witness community. If you could find a brother in the congregation that is an electrician, you're going to hire that guy. If you can find a sister who cleans houses, you're going to hire that sister. You're always going to put your money within the organization. We know for a fact that Mrs. Gordon had this brother in her house because he was referenced and he claimed to know the skill that she was seeking, and it was better for her to hire him than to hire a worldly man. That's the logic behind the reason why he was even there to begin with. I cannot even believe that this happened to her. It's just a very sad story. Listen, thank God she put those cameras, because that is the best piece of evidence that we can get this guy with. In Kim and Mikey's video, she shows another clip of what he looked like after he came back out, and you can see stains on his pants. Okay, so you see him holding that bag, and then he's going to his car. He's putting it into the trunk. I wonder what that is. Oh my God.
Now, I want to show some still shots. I'll put the link down below to this because one of these articles has a photo gallery And you can look at these pictures.
Oh, wait
And
a second. I need to see those pictures. This is when he comes out. You could see his pants full of blood. Yeah, I'm kind of in a shock. I can't believe that this happened, but then again, I'm like, I feel so sorry for this woman and her family. I feel so sorry that, the Jehovah's Witnesses are so stuck. This woman was complaining about the work he was doing. She already paid this guy. She was stressed out. She was getting anxiety about the whole thing, and it's like she's stuck because it's like she is trying to get this guy to do the work, and it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, oh my goodness, I just feel so bad. I just wish that she would have just hired a whirly guy. When I was a Jehovah's Witness, I used to walk into the Kingdom Hall, put my purse down because nobody's gonna take your stuff, nobody's gonna steal it. Go to assemblies, and you just had this sense of free, like you could be free in these settings because you're among other Jehovah's Witnesses who they're not gonna steal from you, they're not gonna ruin your stuff. Kind of live in a carefree type of mentality, level of trust that she had with this man in her home. Who knows how long they've known each other? Who knows what type of references she got to allow this man to come and do the work for her? And when she was getting dissatisfied and she was saying it how it is because business is business, he took it personal. You don't know how these people are going to react. Jehovah's Witnesses, for some reason, like, what is it? These people got short tempers, abusive behind closed doors. Sometimes they even show it. They show how abusive they are to their wives, to their kids. They're extremely emotionally and mentally abusive. One of my uncles on my mother's side was physically abusive to his family and his daughters. And he didn't hide that. Is it mental illness? I guess. I think mental illness is just rampant among the Jehovah's Witnesses, and it takes that one trigger to for them to snap. All right, I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.